Hey yo, it's another CK3 video. Yo, it's been a long time, but I've been popping. I've been lacking, doing a lot of things. Yo, I can't lie, it's actually been a long time. Um, I'm not gonna go into the nitty gritty as to why I was away. It was literally like medical reasons. When I start getting back into doing like actual like let's plays, the Gooner gonna tell you what's going on. And when I say Gooner, I mean a gunner. I mean an Arsenal fan. I mean 14 league champions, baby. Anyways, let's get into it. Now, this video is a little bit different. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a little bit different. You feel me? Now, when you start off here with your custom character and that, right? There's a couple of things like, okay, I'm gonna get like my religion's a bit different, so like some of these things you're gonna realize that like I can't do that because of that, you get me, and I'll show you, you feel me. But let's say you start off as a character and like you don't have none of these. I just selected a loads file from one of my custom characters and whatnot, but you ain't got none of these and you want to try and like marry the best wife. Now this is my personal list for the 284 timeline, which is the usurper timeline. You know what I'm trying to say? It's prime of Game of Thrones, when Robert is on the throne. Wait, that's Renly, sorry guys. When Robert is on the throne, yeah, you get me. Now for me, you get me, like when you're trying to get the genetics down to a nitty gritty, and you know what I'm trying to say, you have to get the perfect wife, especially when you don't have any dynasty points. You know what I'm trying to say. Now there is let's just go to the top 5. Now the first one on this list,
Bessie. Thank the gods for Bessie and her tits.
The first one on this list, yeah. Yo, why did the struggle not come on? The first one on this list is Bessie. Now, I don't know if they knew what they were doing when they were saying Bessie. And I don't know if this is actually Robert Baratheon's kid. Yeah, get what I'm trying to say. The hair, like, if you look at the child, like, if you look at Bessie, her hair is brown. You look at the child, her hair's black. So, I don't know. You gotta try to say, this could be Robert Baratheon's kid. I mean, she is 0. It makes sense. And that's what leads me down the line to tell you that Bessie's she's got 2 traits. So, she got beautiful, right? And her beautiful is the max trait in that, like, in the trait line for the attraction, for the fertility, for the diplomacy is the max trait. So she's got max beautiful and she's got hail. So she's got 2 right off the bat. So that makes her a prime person to marry. The problem with marrying her, now I'm gonna click on my character. As you can see, like, she's not accepting, but you can see the main reason why she's not accepting, it actually has to do, where's the religion? Oh, it's not even the bloody religion. That's crazy. She don't want you. Your legitimacy is low. Legitimacy you can change with a hunt or whatever. I got 200, I started with 200 gold, right? You can do a hunt, you can do whatever, you can join a grand tournament, you get your legitimacy up, you marry Bessie, right? You can do, I mean, you're not going to marry her matrilineally. That makes no sense. But you do a grand wedding. If you're doing intrigue, you can get a hook and marry her, but then you're getting 2 traits right off the bat. I should have chose a character that had 0 traits, because if I chose a character that had 0 traits, you would be able to see the benefit. But you can see these 2 traits are the ones she's adding, and what that does is it gives you a good setup if you want to start doing like a your dynasty having great traits and whatnot. Now, where that leads me, is this is an honorable mention. But Maya Stone has a pretty trait. She is connected to Robert, so marrying her is pretty decent as well. But I wouldn't recommend it. Now, so number 5 was Bessie. Okay, number 5 was Bessie. Or honorable mention Bessie. I'll say honorable mention Bessie, honorable mention Maya Stone. We go to number 5. Now, both of these Umber sisters, if you guys don't know, the Umbers are located in the north. Both these Umber sisters have Amazonian, the max physical trait. It is just 1 trait, but I was looking around, and in terms of marrying people that kind of don't reduce your legitimacy, these 2 kind of, in terms of like, because they have a house, they're the Umbers, they got Amazonian, both of them, both form. Yeah, they don't reduce your legitimacy. You marry them and they gain prestige from it, but I mean, it's dope. You can see the check mark on Herculean because they have Amazonian. So both these sisters I will put down as number 5. The Umbers, where you find them is up in the north. Twist, I hate, like, if you're doing alliances, I hate doing alliances with the north, because depending on where you are, they ain't gonna be there in time. You get me? Now, we go from the Umbers to these next ones are just like really good. So Marjorie Tyrell, again, maxed out in terms of the fertility trait. So beautiful, maxed out. Or on the 3rd tier, she's quick, so that's the bottom tier in terms of the intellect traits. So then you're getting a character that if you marry her, you're getting both beautiful and you have the possibility of getting quick. So if you've put quick on your character, like, look, with the Game of Thrones mod, there are no achievements. I don't see any reason why anybody would cap themselves in terms of stats. But let's say you want to play a nice game and cap yourself, and you put yourself with quick. You go quick, you link up with Marjorie, both of your quick traits go together, you can increase that trait or have a high chance of getting a higher trait from that intellect line. You do get an amazing alliance. So it's not just about the traits, it's about the alliance prospect as well. And the alliance prospect is dope. You get me? As you can see, it's hard to marry her at this particular point in time. But why can't you marry her? So we do grand wedding, which means you have to get your money up. Why can't you marry her? Legitimacy is super low. So legitimacy and faith differs, right? That's about 50 right over there, right? And he likes Marjorie, so that's -5. So how would you go about doing this? 1, you can get a hook. 2, have a religion that's obviously faith of the 7. Your faith of the 7, this will be easy. So get your legitimacy up, faith of the 7, or get a hook. But grand wedding is a must, right? So that's how you would marry Marjorie Martell. Or Tyrell. I would say that, like, for me, this is prime. Like I said, this is my list because she's not that old. I have enough time to get, because I'm 16, I have enough time to get my legitimacy up to marry her, and I don't like having children right away, so that I can play with each character and have their own story. Now, that leads me to who I believe is number 3 on this list. Daenerys Targaryen, same as Marjorie. The only thing is, it's a lot harder to marry her. A lot harder. So what you would have to do is be intrigued. You have to be intrigued to marry her. Because what you'd have to do is kidnap both Viserys and Daenerys. You'd have to kidnap them both to marry her. Kidnap them both, maybe kill Viserys. But the problem is you can't recruit her to your court. I wish I could show y'all, but you can't recruit her to your court for some reason until she turns of age. So you kill Viserys, kidnap her, marry her. The reason why she's so low, I actually would put Marjorie. Maybe Marjorie should be number 3 and she should be number 4. It's super hard to marry her. You can have kids with her, you can make her your soulmate, but you can't marry her. It's super hard. Okay, now we're going on to, I would say, number 2. Although she has the tier 2 trait for the fertility or for the, like, you know, being beautiful or whatnot, that increases diplomacy, she has quick as well. And what makes Aisha Greyjoy really good, she's slightly older, which means you don't have to wait too long to marry her. If you do a grand wedding, it's 59. Then all you have to do to marry her at this point is to get your legitimacy up. Right? You can go again with intrigue and get the hook, but you just pretty much have to get your legitimacy up, and then you can marry her. And these are 2 amazing traits. If you start off with quick, or you start off with comely, you are bound to have children that kind of increase one or both of the traits, right? Without doing the whole reload BS, right? So Aisha Greyjoy, you get a pretty decent alliance. You get someone that has 2 really good traits. Amazing. Now, my number one for prime marriage, for prime time marriage, yeah, number 1. And to be honest, her sisters are all honorable mentions, but Sorella Sand or Sorella Martell, Oberyn Martell's daughter, you get an amazing alliance, right? If you're Faith of the Seven, this is easy. Or if you're Salt Donish, this is easy. Amazing alliance, a lot of troops, but you get a tier 2 intellect trait, and you get comely. Okay, yeah, this is the lowest out of the congenital attraction traits, but the intellect trait is very, very important, especially if you're someone that likes to start off low. Also, there's one thing that for me personally makes her number one. She's got a ton of melanin. Her mom's got melanin. To be honest, you can probably marry her mom. I don't know how that, like, can you get this done? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I mean, you lose some legitimacy, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? But yo, like, straight up amazing, because of the fact that she has two pretty amazing traits, especially the intellect trait, or intelligent, and she has melanin. Anybody that is like me, that has melanin or is a darker skin, and you know, you like to play like yourself, and your dynasty slowly loses melanin, this is a great start to keep it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a great start to keep it. Now, why she is number one for me, the melanin, the two traits, the alliance power is ridiculous. You know what I'm trying to say? It's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean. Now, when we go to her sisters, all of us, like, even one of her sisters has both the pretty and the quick trait as well. It is a lot easier to marry her than it is to marry, let's say, a Marjorie Tyrell, or even you know what I'm trying to say? It's a little bit more easier to marry her. But obviously, I could only choose one from pretty much this line. This sister's not good to marry. So to marry out of Oberyn's children, Nymeria, pretty decent. No, she's not. So Sorella and Nymeria are the two that you'd want to marry. If you care about how much children you have or reducing how much kids you have, Nymeria would probably be the prime one, because of the fact that she prefers women. Because she prefers women, she's not really gonna sleep with you that much, which means you have it reduces the fertility. Even though her fertility is high, it reduces it. Now, it's YG Guna back again. You know how we do, baby. Wait, how do I end this? Oh, we'll end it like this. Peace.
Thank